What's going on there, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy, Mr. Cthulhoop, but each and every one of you already knew that now, didn't you? Because you guys can read. That being said, it seems as though E3 has brought out the best in everybody. That's right, folks. Even me. But I know some of you in the chat are already going to be like, hey, bro, what you mean the best of everybody? You over 70 hours late. E3 was like totally 3 days ago. You late, bro. You trash, bro. Yo, I'm unsubscribed. I get all that. I get all that. But I feel as though we haven't as much face time. I've been playing a lot of video games like us gamers should be doing. But I figured as though we need to have a talk about video games because this E3 did something that I don't think a lot of E3s in prior years, especially in recent memory, have done. And that's focus on the goddamn video games, you know? We didn't sit here and just parade it all over, shat all over, rained all over with these weird gimmicks like motion controls. I mean, don't get me wrong, VR reared its ugly head a lot, but it wasn't like the central core of all the big conferences that took place over this weekend and the week following. So I will give a round of applause and a salute to that. At least they got past that. Although, if we're talking about the big three conferences, let's start off with Microsoft. A lot of people think that I'm just going to get in Microsoft's ass, even though I'm not. Although I am really confused on what they're going to do with next year's conference. But let's just focus on this year's. And the reason why I'm worried about next year's is because they pushed all of their big buttons. Halo, Gears, Forza. The only button they haven't pushed right now is Fable. And if anybody even cares about Fable, maybe I have to look underneath my hair gel. No. Maybe I gotta look underneath my microphone. Not seeing it. Not sure where the Fable fans are. I'm pretty sure they're extinct and don't exist. But the three of you that are out there, I mean, maybe you'll get that next year. I mean, we know we're going to get a Forza Motorsport next year because it's kind of yearly between street racing and then, you know, professional circuit racing or whatever you want to call it. But they already pushed the Halo button and the Gears button, so I'm not sure what they're really going to have to offer us next year. Maybe Crackdown 3 will finally get something that tells us it's actually going to be a tangible physical disc, or maybe it'll just be one of those games that we imagine like Kingdom Hearts 3 has been for the past decade. But no shots fired right there, just speaking the god-awful honest truth. So, pushing forward, we go into Sony's conference. And one thing you got to remember about Sony's conference is that a lot of the games that you saw there were multi-platform titles, not exclusives. So a lot of people got oohed and mesmerized by games that they can get on the Xbox One. In some cases, games they can get on the Switch. In some cases, they can get on all three, the PS4, Switch, and Xbox One, and PC as well, where it will probably look better on the PC. So you gotta be able to read in between some of those lines. But the exclusives that they did show, for the most part, were games that we kind of knew were already coming. Some of them already had confirmed release dates. But as we all know, Kingdom Hearts got pushed back to 2019, which isn't a big deal. I mean, we waited 10 years. What's an extra 3 fucking months, am I right? So that being said, Kingdom Hearts 3 looks like it's going to be a swell, grand old time. Then you had games like The Last of Us 2. And boy, the Twitch chat, I don't know if you guys have seen my reaction video while we were watching the Sony conference live, but man, the minute we saw the first kiss scene, I was like, it's over. Look at the Twitch chat. I don't even have to, I'm not even looking at it on Twitch. I don't even know if they streamed it on Twitch. I'm sure they did. I was looking at it on YouTube. But in the YouTube chat, they was being savage. So I can only imagine how many Kappa Pride and all those type of emotes we were seeing during the Twitch stream. All I'm saying is, gamers are sometimes predictable, and that right there, boy, the assault was real. I saw people on Twitter being like, yeah, that's right. That's right. That's so terrible. Then the SJWs came in there and said, finally, the LGBT representation we've been waiting for. Even though they shown that Ellie kind of swung that way in the original. But I'm not here to have that argument right now. Pushing past all of that, we then got, you know, more gameplay of Spiderman, which looks super dope. Swinging through the city actually looks fun. And that's the other thing. A lot of these games look fun to play. There was a game that they showed for a little bit called Control, and that looks really trippy. It looks like you got force powers, and it's like a weird blend between having the force, being a detective, kind of like with some Max Payne elements of some nice gunplay, but at the same time, it kind of looks like Super Hot with all the crazy shenanigans you could do with manipulating the environment, throwing guns, and hitting people. It looks like an amazing experience, and now maybe I read too much into that trailer. I'm not sure how much of, if any of it was gameplay, but it looks lit, and it looks like an experience that I would be into. And when it comes out, I will probably do a playthrough on my channel, or at least live stream it on Twitch. So you guys comment in the comment section below if you guys care about that. Not sure if we got a release date. Pretty sure we didn't. Fallout 76, I mean, it's another Fallout game. It's a prequel. I don't really care about Fallout, but for those of you who do care about Fallout, hey, you guys got another game. Hopefully Bethesda can release a not half-baked product at launch and give you guys something that you guys really want to really sink your teeth into, not something that's a buggy piece of crap that the PC audience will have to mod the fixes for before the game developers actually do the fixes themselves. So a lot of these conferences brought out a lot of these games, and it was very interesting to see, very refreshing to see that we're actually getting games first. But then there's the big elephant in the room. Some of you guys are going to be like, dude, you got to talk about it. You have to talk about it. So here we go. Nintendo. Honestly, Nintendo could have came out there, had two dudes sucking each other's toes, had a Muck cosplayer come out there dressed like Miley Cyrus and start twerking somewhere. They could have some guy have relations with a waifu pillow and then just ran the Smash section as they ran it, and Smash fans and Nintendo fans would be like, Nintendo won E3! Nintendo's the GOAT! Standing ovation! Oh my god, if Reggie was here, I'd be so queer. I'd grab his hip, I'd grab his other hip, I'd get him right in the frame, and I'd thrust! And it would be the end of all of that lust and bust, you know what I'm saying? But, that's just how it was, because that was crazy. Everybody's back. That is a big deal. The fact that you're going to have perfect guarding or perfect shielding, however you want to phrase it, you're going to have more, I guess, traditional fighting game tech in the game. They got less landing lag, so it's not as slow paced. So it's kind of like bringing some elements from the old Melee game. It's doing a lot to try to appease everybody, bringing Snake back, all the DLC from Smash 4, every guest character, and then they did it. Folks, as a Metroid connoisseur and super fan, they did it. I don't know why they did it. I don't know for what reason they did it. I don't know for whom they did it. But we thank you. They gave us Ridley. They gave us the Riddle Diddler. They gave us Diddles. They gave us the Purple Dragon of Swag. They've done it. They've done it. They have done big things here, which brings me to my next point that a lot of people don't seem to have mentioned, and it's a little bit of a downer for anyone who ever cared about Smash in any capacity, whether it's since Melee, since OG64, since Brawl even, or maybe the people who just got involved in Project M. This could be the last Smash game ever. Some of you are like, huh? I don't understand. Say that again. I don't get it. Let me say that again. This could be the final Smash game ever. Now, I know some of you are saying, ha, Cthulhoop, you a funny man! But think about the signs, though. Every character comes back. Even the DLC, even contacting to get Snake back. It's called Ultimate, not Smash Switch, Ultimate. And the one thing that we thought they would never do, because it would be the one thing that they said that they couldn't do, because it's the one thing that they would never do, because he's too big for Smash, they brought us Ridley. They brought us big purple xenomorph with wings. And it's called Smash Ultimate. And they're doing the other thing that they said they would never do by implementing some nuances from Melee. This could be the final Smash. I don't want to be Mr. Hyperbole over here, or Mr. Over the Top, or Mr. Drama Alert, or anything like that, but we could be in the dire straits of the Smash universe. This could be the creme de la creme, the piece de la resistance, the end of days as Smash as we know it. Which kind of sucks, because Smash has built up all this prestige, and it's put all this stuff in its repertoire, and it would be kind of deflowering and deflating if it just came to a complete and abrupt halt. But yeah, real talk, I'm still sick. I'm getting a little congested. I can already feel like I gotta blow my nose and blow my brains out through my nose, not with firearm apparatuses. But that being said, I've been your boy, Mr. Cthulhoop. Let me know what you guys thought of this year's E3 as a whole, as a total package. If I didn't cover your game, well, I'm sorry, but like I said, I'm sick. There's so much stuff that happened, I can't remember all of it. But, one thing I want to say, though, Mario Party. Mario Party looks lit. I'm glad that they're doing the online the way that they're doing it, because the way they're doing on the online, I saw a lot of people complaining. Let me explain it real quick. Mario Party's Online is going to be a system of 5 mini games. It's going to put you into a room where you're going to play 5 random assorted mini games, and the winner who wins the most or gets the most points or has the best average placement out of those 5 will be the winner of that set, and thus you will get your ranking points. Now, one thing that a lot of people were upset about was you don't get to play a whole entire game or have a whole entire actual experience with the board game. And I get that because, let's face it, folks, the board game, could you imagine if someone's being a salty Susie or a salty Timmy, and you're on turn 47 of 50 or 19 of 20, and they just unplug and just rage quit and just mess up the game for everybody else? Yeah, that would totally super suck. And trust me, I play fighting games, so there's some people who they'll quit when they get jabbed. There'll be people who would quit when they lose the first minigame. There'll be people who quit when they lose the first space is a red space and they lose coins. There'll be people who quit for any assortment of reasons, even if it doesn't even affect their placement in the game. As mind-boggling as that may sound, that's how a lot of people are and they function, so I understand that decision. However, I do hope they include a friends-only mode where you can play the entire board game with your friends because you know your friends won't quit on you. Because remember, if you can make friends salty, you can make random salty. Because you imagine how much you hate your friend when they steal a star from you or just some coins. Imagine how you're going to feel when someone across the globe is doing it to you. But anyway, that being said, now we are finished with this E3 recap video. Just a little short thing to do, talk about. I'll catch you guys next time. You guys enjoy yourself. Try not to get sick like me because I'm out here looking mad disheveled. I'm looking like one of them characters in The Last of Us too. I'm kind of fucked. But yo, I'll catch you guys next time. Y'all be safe. I'm out.